$1 pot on sale for just $39.99 with Ace Rewards card. Get a DeWalt Black Oxide 20-piece drill bit for only $9.99 with Ace Rewards card. Don't forget, Harris Ace carries top brands such as Traeger grills, Yeti coolers, and Costa de Mar sunglasses. Harris Ace Hardware, West Cherry Street, here in Jesup.
Time now for a look, ladies and local sports. In sports this Friday night at JC Stadium, it's the second round of the state playoffs. There's only 16 teams remaining in contention for a shot at the state championship. Wayne County, with their win over Thomas County Central 28-zip, meet up with the Greyhounds of Jones County, who defeated Griffin 32-8. Jones County, our first-round opponent last year in the state playoffs, and Jones County won that game with their talented quarterback Tildrick Ross, who's a senior this year, and like Wayne County's quarterback Garrett Overholt, suffered a season-ending injury this past Friday night in the win against Griffin. Ross suffered a hairline fracture to his leg. He will not be playing this Friday night, so the Greyhounds will use their star running back, senior Drake Bolus, at quarterback, run out of the Wildcat formation most of the night, but losing Tildrick Ross is a definite blow to their offensive attack. Wayne County also, without our senior quarterback, Garrett Overholt, his x-rays Monday showed a fracture of his hand. Coach Ken Cribb Monday night called it a season-ending injury at the Touchdown Club meeting. Garrett finishes the season undefeated, tossed 22 touchdowns, 1,600 yards, tough way to end a senior season. So with Garrett out, it will again be sophomore Shamar Taylor, who accounted for 3 touchdowns in the win last Friday, throwing for 2, running for a third. Jack's defense pitched a shutout, played about as good as a football game you could play this past Friday night. Allowed Thomas County Central just 36 total yards offense. The joke this week is now all they have to do is score, which they're capable of doing, but defensively it was a great display this past Friday night at JC Stadium. So both teams in round 2 with a backup quarterback. Coach Cribb says that look for a tough physical matchup. He's asking all Wayne County fans to come on out, pack the stands this Friday night at JC Stadium. Early ticket sales again Thursday and Friday during the lunch hours at the high school from 11 to 1. Still an $8 admission price. The winner of this game will meet the winner of the Carver-Atlanta-Flowery Branch matchup. More on all the games this week here on Local Sports. Other Sweet 16 matchups in 5A, where County's still alive. They head to play Region 4's number 1 seed Stockbridge. Buford plays at home against Jackson of Atlanta. Rome plays at home against Southwest DeKalb. Arabian Mountain at home against Carrollton. Warner Robins at home against Eagles Landing. Once again, the winners move on to the Elite 8 round on November 24th. Other area teams in action this weekend in AAA football, Pierce County won their first round matchup. They travel up to take on Peach County. Liberty won their first round matchup. They're number 1 seed. They host Westside Macon Friday night over in Hinesville. In 6A football, Coffee will play at Evans. Glen Academy, number 1 seed, will host Heritage of Conyers this Friday night down at Glen Memorial Stadium. In 7A football, Lions will host McKeechin. Colquitt travels to play Walton High School. Tift will be at Hillgrove. In AA, BC, still your number 1 team in the state. They host Jefferson County this weekend down in Savannah as well. Again, other sport notes, don't look now, but the Jacksonville Jaguars, after their overtime win this past Sunday against the Los Angeles Chargers, are in first place in the division, tied with the Tennessee Titans, record 6-3. They've won their last 2 home games, an area in which they've struggled early in the season. After the overtime win, Coach Doug Marone was asked if defense is the identity of his football team.
This is how I talk to the players, okay? You know, we play the game as a team, so we know exactly what the responsibilities are for all 3 phases. And I'm a firm believer in that, always have been. So we play as one. I think that, you know, for me, the label of this team, how you want to play and what you want to do, that will be decided at the end of the year. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, if I sit up here and say, hey, this is what we want to be, this is what we want to do, and we're not consistent with that on every given Sunday, you know, then people are going to turn around and go, oh gosh, that's what we tried to do and we couldn't do it. You know, so, you know, I think it's one of those things that, you know, we're going to keep working and keep, you know, working on ways to find us to win games, whatever it may be. And at the end of the year, we'll look back and say, okay, this is the identity of this football team when it comes down to, you know, offense, defense, you know, special teams. But, you know, it's not to sit up here and BS. I mean, obviously the strength of our team is defense, you know, and you know, I've been fortunate to be around it, and, you know, it would be ridiculous not to play to your strength. I think, you know, offensively we've done some really good things. I think things are coming along, and there's some things that we need to improve on, as well as defensively and obviously special teams. So, you know, we're just in the third quarter. You know, we really haven't, you know, accomplished, you know, a lot, you know, from our goal standpoint of what we want to do from a goal standpoint. And we know that we're in this grind right now, and this third quarter is extremely important you know what I'm saying, to put us in position that we want to be in, but we can't look too far ahead, and we can't look, from behind, and we just got to, like the players, I tell them all the time, listen, I sit here, the players sit in this room, and I say, look, hey, today is Wednesday. This is what we have to do on Wednesday. This is what we got to get done. Concentrate on Wednesday. Let's win Wednesday. Okay? If you don't win Wednesday, you don't win Thursday, you really don't have a chance to win on Sunday in this league.
And again, those comments of Doug Marrone after the game. Jaguars will be at Cleveland this weekend. The Browns still winless on the season. The Falcons picked up a big win Sunday over Dallas. The Falcons play Monday Night Football this coming Monday night against Seattle, 8:30 kickoff on Monday. NFL football last night, it was the Panthers 45, the Dolphins 21. The bowl championship poll comes out tonight. Both Georgia and Notre Dame will be out of the top four. Bama will be back at number 1. Most believe it'll be Miami 2, Clemson and Oklahoma in the 3 and 4 slots. Wisconsin will get consideration. Auburn will move up. The question will be how far Georgia and Notre Dame drop. Irish with 2 losses now. Georgia with just 1. Dogs still feel they control their own destiny. Wins over Kentucky and Tech and win the SEC championship game on December 2nd. Atlanta puts them at 12-1 and would make them conference champions. They believe that resume gets them in the Final Four at the end of the season, but a tall task. A lot of games to be played. Tech, the border war game in Atlanta. Either Auburn or Alabama and Atlanta on December 2nd. Auburn and Bama meet a week from Saturday in the Iron Bowl to determine who heads to Atlanta to take on Georgia December 2nd. Georgia would like a mulligan, see Auburn for a second time, but Bama's Bama, and that's why at this point they're still ranked number 1 in the college football poll. Wayne County basketball kicks off this Thursday at the Benny Ratliff Arena. Early starts for the games. The varsity girls game against Brantley County gets underway at 4:30. The varsity boys game will start at 6 o'clock. Again, that's this Thursday. They're in action Saturday at home as well. Dodge County rolls into town. JV girls and JV boys have games that day. JV girls at 3, JV boys at 4:30. Varsity girls game Saturday against Dodge at 6, and then 7:30. Varsity boys will take on Dodge County. Former Wayne County coach Robert Cotton, the head coach at Dodge County, so he'll be in town for that Saturday night game. That's going to do it for latest in local sports. Sports is brought to you each and every day this time by your friends at Harris Ace Hardware.
It's the all-month Chevy Closeout at Paul Thigpen Chevrolet.
You can come out here and